Oh, man. So, my name's Randy Mason. You guys can call me Rand. Say, what up, Rand?
What up, Rand?
This is my good buddy, Akil Dasan. Y'all can call him Akil. Say, what up, Akil?
What up, Akil?
Now, on the count of three, I want you to say your name, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Akil.
What's up, guys? Super excited to be here. This is awesome. So I'm an MC and an educator, an art educator, and we're gonna play a few songs for you. That's cool? Yeah. So growing up, I always kind of felt like I was in over my head, right? Like always, like academically, I felt like I wasn't really, the brightest. Athletically, I wasn't really the fastest. When it came to girls, I wasn't, the cutest, I guess? I don't know, the coolest, right? But check it out. So I had a crush on my neighbor when I was 10 years old. She was fine. I can say it now. I didn't say that then. But now, I'm like, man, she was fine. And it just didn't work out. But about 17 years later, I grew a bit. And then I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. So that's fantastic. And we have a beautiful family and lots of children. But so this first song I'm going to do is called Everything. Say everything.
Everything.
And it's basically about working with limited resources, working with a little bit and achieving a lot. And that's kind of been the story of my life. And so it goes a little something like this. This is Akil Dasan, the one-man band. And we gonna do it like this. Check it out. Now bright and early, kick my feet up in the room. Thoughts growing in my mind like a fetus in the womb. Feed it, let it bloom, tapping my Adidas to the tune. If a thought ain't worth sharing, I'ma lead it to its tune. Yo, blank sheets of paper just waiting to be consumed. So every single experience is opportune. It's nothing new under the sun. How about the moon? Last night was a night I wanna write about soon. Might write about my love and the scent of her perfume. Or how it's so cold, I wanted to write about June. What y'all wanna hear? Well, I never assume I know what I need to express. So it's best I resume. I take 5 like Maroon, they come back to rap on the bat in the boom spot. Lyrics in the sky like balloons. You're something like a butterfly. Once was a caterpillar up in a cocoon. I take nothing, turn it into something. Then I take something, turn it into everything. I'ma take nothing, turn it into something. Then I take something and turn it into everything.
Take nothing.
Say what, say what?
Turn it into something.
And what?
And I take something.
That's right.
Turn it into everything. Yeah, gonna take nothing. Turn it into something. Then I take something. Turn it into everything.
Dig it. Yo. Hey yo, now everything, it's a fact. All I got he gave to me, so basically I'm giving back. I was under pressure, tell me how is it I didn't crack. I was out of work, tell me how is it that I didn't lack. Tore my ACL and yet my ligament is intact. Surgeon can't explain it, don't even know where my stitch is at. Weeks later out, running routes trying to get a catch. Touchdown, what now? Tell me how you figure that. Met a man in the park and told him how Jesus did impact my life, and now that brother is basically a living track. Living testimony set free from the devil's trap. Yo, picture that, and I wasn't even wearing my fishing hat. People see the family and ask me how many kids is that. See the missus and wonder how I managed to get with that. Lady, because God gave me more than I could ever ask. Steadily and rapping gifts, including the gift to rap. Nothing, turn it into something. Then I took something, turn it into everything. I'ma take nothing, turn it into something. Then I take something and turn it into everything. Say what, say what?
Turn it into something.
Say what, say what?
Then I take something.
And then what?
Turn it into everything.
Say what, say what?
Gonna take nothing,
what,
nothing. Turn it into something. Then I take something.
Right.
Turn it into everything.
And it goes like this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, yo. Got the ability, the capability to rap to facility, rock with agility. Say it ain't so, you got to be kidding me. We control the show with lots of stability. The crowd is a trilogy with style, humility, drop positivity, not stupidity, not futility. Gotta pay the utilities, and if it ain't true, it's a lie. Ability check, my credibility, get prop publicity from Bronx facilities, 2 spots in Italy. Ignore probability, more possibilities, all in proximity. All God's gifted me, see we the epitome of productivity. Right, prolifically fight, holistically the flow got mobility, and connectivity, plus digability, peace, tranquility. Thank you. right? I fell in love with hip hop in the early 90s when listening to my older brother rap became more interesting and fun than playing Nintendo. And Nintendo was a jam back in the day, if you remember, right? So it was like this transition, right? But really what set it off though was a 5th grade school party, right? I was at a 5th grade school dance party and I was standing on the sidelines with my man Steven. Steven, what up? That's my homeboy, that's my best friend in 5th grade. And we were chilling, we was having Italian ices and stuff. And I had coconut because coconut is the best. Right? Why would I have anything else, right? But I was kind of like bitter because all my friends were having fun, they were dancing, but we were too shy to dance. So we were just like on the side, like, oh my goodness, this looks like so much fun. But so I was in over my head, right? And then the DJ played Killing Me Softly by Lauryn Hill. Right? And it changed my life because what happened was when that bass kicked in, like it nearly broke every brittle bone in my body. Like I was like vibrating and like levitating all at once. The icy melted. And so at that point I knew, it did. At that point I knew that maybe I wouldn't become like a really good dancer, but I wanted to be a part of the process of making people feel how I felt, which was to make music. So the way the music made me feel is like whatever that is, like I want to do that. I want to be on that side of music. So I still can't dance very well. This guy's a great dancer. He is. Ask him to break dance later. But so this song is called what's it called? It's called Rock to the Rhythm. Okay, and it's kind of my journey with hip hop and how hip hop kind of kept me throughout all the years. Cool? And I'll set it off. It goes like this. Now once upon a time, not long ago, a boy was born up in the body, yo, with the gift of rap and the gift of flow, but he was just too small, ain't nobody know. Yo, grits and vegetables, I don't compare, yo. My parents overjoyed, they just watching the boy grow. They put him on the track, wow, look at that boy go, quicker than the speed of sound. Where did all of the noise go? Grandpa thought that he would be in the NFL. So did he, a feeling that he thought he would never sell. But things started changing around the age of 11, 12. It's like the rhythm hit him with a feeling he never felt. Started writing rhymes every day, it never failed. And then he fell in love with the words that let it spell. Amazed by the way every page could tell a tale. Yo, he could feel the wind, he ready to set sail. So we rock to the rhythm he rock. And so we rock to the rhythm he rock. And so he rock to the rhythm he rock to the rhythm Okay, once in Harlem was home to this lad. Never left home without a pen or his pad. Wasn't long before he started fighting with his dad. He ain't want him to rap and his grades were looking bad. Kids couldn't see the potential that he had. Yo, all he could see was how low the pants sag. Devil tried to claim him, tried to throw him in the bag, but it wouldn't coincide with plans that God had. So turned to the street, it all started with a drag. Ounces, pounds on the train in the cab. Man, what a shame, yo, it's really quite sad, cause he gave up on school, I wish he never had. What? Still rhyming though, they ain't want none of them. Rappers, he was killing them, every single one of them. Yo, he felt alone even when his friends hung with him. No matter what he went through, music would always comfort him. He rock to the rhythm he rock. And so he rock to the rhythm he rock. And so he rock to the rhythm he rock. And yo, the rhythm was hot, he knew the rhythm would pop. And so he rock to the he rock. And yo, he to the and yo, he to the hey. And yo, the rhythm was hot. Check it out. Yo, now what a shot. The boy became a pop, made peace with his pops, and the streets had to stop. But he planted his seed and had to feed on the crop. Hard times, the kind you couldn't see on the clock. Oh, man, that's the reason he hot. The states overseas, they be fiending the cops. Just waiting on the release, like please let it drop. Cause the people are flocked for a reason to bop. Young, black, Latin, and free, peace to the cops. A boy who never thought he would leave from the dots. Eating crepes out in Paris, moving up another notch until the day that he dropped. And his tick doesn't stop, he gon' rock to the rhythm he rock. He gon' rock to the rhythm he rock. He gon' rock to the he rock. Hey yo, the rhythm was hot, he knew the rhythm would pop. So he just rocked to the rhythm he rock. And so we rock to the rhythm he rock. So we gon' rock to the rhythm he stop. Rock to the
Yeah.
That was fun. I'm sure I missed about 4 bars in that last verse. It's all right. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Thank you for having us. I love rhyming in this setting. I do a lot of art education, so I rap a lot in schools. and we rap a lot on the train and stuff like that. So this is really cool. Interestingly enough, you know, talking about my academic background, you know, I dropped out of school in 9th grade and never finished school. You know, made some poor decisions, right? And what's interesting though is that now I work in schools for a living. And actually the first time that I ever stepped foot on a college campus, I was paid to be there and to perform. And that just kind of told me something. It showed me something. I'm not advocating dropping out of school. You guys look like you're all graduated already, so we're good. But if I were telling this story to children, I might, you know, say it differently. But you guys are good. You're great. So it's just interesting, though, right? How sometimes what we think is a setback could be a setup, you know? And I love working in school. So I feel blessed. And this song is called I'm Blessed. I wrote the song, it's called I'm Blessed. It's also called Something for the People to Chant, because I wanted to give people an opportunity to say something that was beneficial to them, you know? So it goes a little something like this. Isn't this guy out of control? Something for the people to chant. Not another MC going off on a rant. I'm well aware of what you hear coming through from the air, so I push the envelope without using a stamp. We flow tight as a clamp on the upward progression like the shape of a ramp. I'm motivated by the people, they be making me amp. They never once was a chump who couldn't make it to champ. Wow. I never say that I can't, cause I can do all things, working hard as an ant. Got love for everyone who ever gave us a chance. Got love for SOFAR, bringing us to the jam. And we shining brighter than the fires of camps. And you couldn't easily cramp. Every word that we speak is a seed that we plant. Yo, I'm blessed, not the one that you wanna test, unless you doing your best just to ruin your rest. Say I'm blessed, wake up in the morning and stretch, 50 push-ups in the set, ready for what's next. Say I'm blessed, no need to address, rest, fully refreshed, now I'm back in effect. Say I'm blessed, ask me how I'm doing, I'ma tell you I'm blessed. All great things manifest, I'm blessed. So I'ma forget. In order to receive, I gotta give to get. In order to achieve, I try and live correct. When I see a man stand, I gotta give respect. Hard work worth every drop of sweat. All work we cannot neglect. God's work is always in effect. Interject, intersect when I disconnect, yeah. Cause even when I feel the net, I step, stand erect, it won't hit the deck. Could play against a team that's cool with the ref, but passing my direct, I still intercept, and I'm back on my track. I took all them chains back off my neck. I said, oh, me die, never to resurrect. Ready, set, free, adapt. Now I'm free and blessed, and I'm blessed. Not the one that you wanna test, unless you doing your best just to ruin your rest. Say I'm blessed. Wake up in the morning and stretch. 50 push-ups in the set, ready for what's next. Say I'm blessed. Stress, no need to address. Rest, fully refreshed. Now I'm back in the fence. Say I'm blessed. Ask me how I'm doing, I'ma tell you all great things manifest. I'm BLESSED. Even though these trials are affecting me, not alone, God and I work collectively, and so it really doesn't matter who steps to me. Now, I won't accept defeat. Where there's a will, there's a way to successfully overcome anything that's oppressing me. All I really need is a right recipe. So please, give me something to think about, something to sing about, something to bring about change. And give me something to smile about, something to holler about, something that's not about the same. Let's talk about what we do have, the people we do love, and what we appreciate. And let them know it ain't so bad as long as we got love. I know that we can say what? I'm blessed. Not the one that you want to test, unless you doing your best just to ruin your rest. Say I'm blessed. Wake up in the morning and stretch. 50 push-ups in the set, I'm ready for what's next. Say I'm blessed. Stress, no need to address. Rest, fully refreshed. Now I'm back in effect. Say I'm blessed. Ask me how I'm doing, I'ma tell you big things, yo. Yo, the economy goes up and goes down, so we gon' give y'all something free right now. When I say free, somebody say style free. Style free. Style. The economy goes up and then down. We gon' give you something free right now. When I say free, somebody say something free. Style. Style. Man, I just love the freestyle, cause every time I do it, I see somebody smile. Only 4 songs, won't be here for a while, but I'ma kick it, and yo, for my child. Actually, I got 6, they be all up in the mix. They be having a Cheerio plus stuff all the tricks. And everybody like, man, that's a lot. And that's the very reason I love me some hip-hop, cause I get an outlet to vent and kick rhymes. I do it all the time at the drop of a dime. From the top of my mind with my man Akil. On the guitar, on the beatbox, he got mad skill. Which I don't even know if y'all ready for him to drop rhymes, something like it's confetti. Y'all wanna hear it? Let me hear you make some noise. some. This is my buddy Mark Bell on the cajon right there. Man, so this last song I want to do, it's brand new. It's so new that it's not even finished yet. So this is like really gonna be like exclusive. Like DJ Clue used to say, right? You know. So it's called Get Busy, right? And as you guys know, living in New York City can be pretty busy. Being a parent can be pretty busy. I have 6 kids, as I just said. Being a husband, marriage, you know. I'm also a pastor at our church, associate pastor. An art educator, working in school, so on and so forth. The list goes on and on, right? So many hats that we wear. And life can get really, really busy. So I wrote the song called Get Busy. And I'm going to try it. So if I mess up, we'll just freestyle, right? Okay. It's good to have in your back pocket, right? Alright, so it's cool. But first let me teach you the chorus because I need you guys' help, right? So your part is just get busy. Let me hear you say get busy.
Get busy.
That's it. Easy enough, right? That's it. You guys passed. You're hired. So it goes like this. So I'm going to say, hold on, let me say, when it feel this good, it's good to get busy. When it feel this right, it's alright to get busy. When it feel this great, don't wait, just get busy. Wait, just get never too late to get busy. When it feel this good, it's good to get busy. When it feel this right, it's alright to get busy. When it feel this great, it's okay to get busy. Don't wait, just get never too late to get busy. 6 o'clock and I'm up this morning trying to remember exactly what I do this for, cause I've been hitting snooze since 4. It's real in the field and I ain't trying to lose this war, so I fall from the bed to the hardwood floor and pray until my knees are sore, or pray until I fall asleep again and forget what I'm praying for. That's when I get a call, and then my baby crawl right off the edge of the bed and I catch him like Beckham. Too bad that nobody even saw. Much worse that nobody keep a score. The only draft for dad is coming from under my door. One man, but I got at least 4 full-time jobs, maybe 5. 85 I was born, and I've been getting busy ever since. Busy in my sins, busy with nonsense, but not since God took off the dark tints. Now this former convict is fully convinced that ain't nobody really getting busy but him. I say now ain't nobody really getting busy but him. Now, up before dawn, cup in my palm, coffee darker than the mud on my lawn. All black, snooze ain't got me feeling like nothing is wrong with my baby tucked under my arm. That's 1, 2 or 5 on each of my thighs. That's 3, another 1 on my shoulder. 2 others are older. That's 6. And they right by my side. We a legitimate tribe, keeping the bride and not busy, no lies. So when it feel this good, it's good to get. And when it feel this right, it's alright to get. And when it feel this great, it's okay to get. Don't wait, just get, never too late to get. When it feel this good, it's good to get. And when it feel this right, it's alright to get. And when it feel this great, it's okay to get. Don't wait, just get, never too late to get. Dishes need to be done, lyrics need to be sung, hearts need to be mended, cause ain't gonna be no refund. Clothes need to be hung, souls need to be won. Don't mean to be glum, but we have only begun. The house need to be swept, mouths need to be fed, a lot need to be said, the flock need to be led, bills need to be paid, games need to be played, a way needs to be paid, so prayers need to be prayed, rhymes need to be penned, time needs to be spent, the lost need to be found, we all need to repent, goals need to be set, and those need to be met, the water need to be drained, the baby need to be kept, salaries need to be earned, the fallacies need to be spurned, the calories need to be burned. I got the gift receipt for what I need to return, the motive it need to be love, and love it need to be learned. So when it feel this good, it's good to get. When it feel this right, it's alright to get. And when it feel this great, it's okay to get. Don't wait, just get, never too late to get. Cause when it feel this good, it's good to get. And when it feel this right, it's alright to get. And when it feel this great, it's okay to get. Don't wait, just get, never too late to get. Alright, keep playing because the last verse I haven't written it yet. But I know what I'm gonna write about. So I'm gonna tell a story if that's cool with y'all, and then we're gonna wrap up. So the last verse is gonna be about unplugging, kind of like we all unplugged right now. And it's about resting. Who would have thought rest was a discipline? Do you guys know that? Like rest is really hard to do. For me, it's hard to rest. Like I'm gonna rest today, and it just doesn't work. I'm like, babe, I'm washing the car right now. I'm supposed to be resting. But check it out. There's this story, right? There's this story in the Bible where Jesus goes to kick it at these ladies' house, right? These sisters, Mary and Martha. Maybe you guys are familiar, right? So he goes and he's having lunch. He's having lunch, maybe brunch. I don't know what time it was. One of the two, right? You know, people met up for brunch back then too, I'm sure. And so what happened was, one of the sisters, Mary, she was just kicking it with Jesus. She was just sitting down, like chilling and talking and just hanging out, having a good time. The other sister, Martha, she was really busy. Right? She was prepared. She was singing a song. When it feels this good, it's good to get. It's all right to get busy. When it feels this great, it's okay to get busy. Don't wait, just get. Never too late to get busy. Right? And then what happened was her busyness turned to bitterness. And she was like, Jesus, like, don't you care that? She's like, don't you care that I'm doing all this work and Mary's just sitting here doing nothing, right? And what did Jesus tell her? He was like, listen, man, He was like, listen, lady. Listen, shorty. He's like, he said, let me break it down to you like this. You know, you're worried about so many things, but few things are needed. And he said, Mary, she chose the better thing. You understand? And so for me now, in my life, what I glean from that is like, yo, I want to choose the better thing, not just the busy thing, right? I want to be better, not just busy. Cool? And that's what I love about this setting. When I saw it, I'm like, man, I want to rock this. Why? Because this reminds me that it's cool and it's okay to be still and listen. My name is Randy Mason. That's Akil Dasan. Thank you for having us. Evander, that's church. A lantern in the cavern, that's church. Theology in a tavern, burning bright as amber, giving what we can't earn, that's church. Everybody falls short, all stagger. Everybody tarnish their own stature, but we get enough a shot like when the gap bursts, when the fracture, the benefactor, that's church. Set free from the captor, that's church. My abs hurt from the laughter, that's church. This life is just a trailer, tractor until we traverse Jacob's ladder, that's church. Save the banter, I came to wave the banner. The same as grandma, I just changed the grammar. See, Christ is the groom exuding grandeur, and the bride is who he chooses, that's church. And I hope y'all like that verse.